Hello, my name is Aslan, and today I will explain how globalization influences factors of identity. But first, what is globalization? Well, globalization is a process where businesses and countries and people, small businesses around the world get connected to each other, like how Adidas and Nike are in almost every single country in the world. The globalization matters for identity because it has transformed the world to be more connected to each other, changing how people define themselves. How does globalization influence gender roles? Well, the global media has changed gender roles, as back then males are considered as the only one who can be the breadwinner of the family. Nowadays, with more females wanting to be the breadwinner and work, for example, like the feminist movement, it alters the traditional gender roles as more women want social equality in their workforce. Traditional gender roles still exist in many ads and families. Such thing as latte papa exists, which is a Swedish term for father taking paid parental leave exists, as back then the fathers never get a chance to bond with their child because they were busy with working in the factory. In Latte Papa, fathers can take breaks from works, usually after the child was born. Fathers take breaks and bond with their child while the mothers works. They often split the days of the paid parental leave so both can bond with the child and also work evenly. This breaks traditional gender roles as fathers are often never bond with their child and females can never work. How does globalization influence the youth culture? Well, globalization has changed the youth culture with the help of media influence on the youths, such as trends and more. Companies benefits from these trends, usually sneakers, bags, or food, but these doesn't benefit the youth at all because they grow up with technology which make them adapted more faster, making them basically grow up with technology and becoming careless on them, making them spend their money carelessly on these products that definitely doesn't benefit the youth at all. Meanwhile, other generations such as baby boomers and generation X, they adapt more slowly because and more careful because they view technology only as a tool for utility and to improve uh, to improve efficiency in life rather than an extension to their social life or outside of their physical social life, which how the youth view technology, by the way. What about social class? Well, globalization influences social class because nowadays, with the rise of technology, many people's jobs got replaced with machines and AI, which make the rich more richer and the medium class shrunk because working is harder for them. More machine means more for phones and for technologies means newer models comes out very often, which is why there is rental phones basically because during Ramadan times in Indonesia, there is these like rental phones so people can rent them and to show it off to their family members, cousins, nephews, to that they were doing well in life. But the truth might be wrong they might not be work good, and access to social goods and services has changed over time because things gets more expensive and people are less privileged to buy these stuff, forcing them to buy cheaper products that is in less of quality and have more preservatives, which is sometimes bad. Many products get industrialized and less of handmade, which is why the declining of workforce. What about ethnicity? Well, globalization has an impact on ethnicity as most of the clothes that are specifically made, for example, for this ethnic group, for this tradition, is now more modern rather than handmade. They also sometimes like to make mixed identities, such as with the online influence, like the Tex-Mex cuisine, blending Mexican food with traditional or Mexican traditional food with American ingredients and more. In conclusion, overall, globalization act as a digital web that can reshape identities, like how people can change gender and identities. Sometimes globalization can be good. It also sometimes can be bad. One of the examples of the good thing is that baby. Oh wait, the bad thing is that nowadays baby grow up attached to their screens, like how many mothers I seen in restaurant do, which is sometimes can also be a good thing because the technology calms them down with videos on the internet. Globalization surely make identities more diverse because people felt more freedom online and offline. They can change identities to whatever they want, like maybe genders or beliefs. Here are the sources. Thank you.